Fall had made its way into season, leaves falling softly on the ground, the atmosphere a beautiful red hue, and birds singing like they were singing a lullaby to a crying child. The sun lay high in the sky, though it didn't do much for the cold air as winter came closer, chilling the air around them. They all wake up to clacking and dropping objects, an annoying ruckus right outside the bedroom door. "What the?" Pink mutters under his breath, in confusion as he sits up, the others following behind. Wings slowly gets up from his sitting position, being cautious in case it was an intruder, grabbing a nearby crowbar from a desk as he slowly makes his way towards the bedroom door with quiet haste. His tail is still and his eyes narrowing, his heart beating fast from fear. Slowly he opened the door, which was luckily quiet, as he looked into the main room where the ruckus was. His eyes widen in surprise before a concerned smile covers his face, a chuckle escaping him. The demon and angel they had seen not too long ago had found their way into the cabin, a broken window the evidence of their entrance. The two of the animals play fight, knocking into stuff without a care as they run around, jumping on stuff and each other. "It's those two animals from a while ago," Wings whispers gently as he turns his head to look at the others behind him. Furpaw's eyes are wide, her body tense and trembling from fear, only calming down when Wings announces what was happening. It was clear they were in their sensitive personality, other than their cold or greedy one, which was a relief. Nine, on the other hand, was calm, looking more confused than anything, his tail slowly swishing behind him, his head tilted as he looked over to Wings towards the two animals. Pink was excited, his tail wagging as he crawled a little closer to get a better look. "Why are they here?" Furpaw whines. Pink smirks and gets up, wanting to get a closer look at the animals. After a second, Pink grabs a bowl and fills it with some food he had for wild animals, moving to the main room where the two animals were. They tense up as he comes into view, growling and hissing at the stranger. Pink places the food on the ground gently, smiling at them as his tail wags against the floor. "I'm not gonna hurt you," he purrs, pushing the bowl closer. The demon looks at him curiously, the angel more cautious as she narrows her eyes in skepticism. The demon takes the first few steps closer, sniffing the bowl in curiosity before leaning down and taking a bite of the food. At a single taste they dig in, their demon tail wagging in excitement. The angel looks over in curiosity at the demon before hesitantly joining, walking over and sniffing the bowl before eating. Pink stays in place so as to not scare them away as Wings quietly walks over and sits next to him, a sigh of relief escaping him. They were beautiful creatures, their feet, tails, heads, and wings disconnected from their body. It was a wonder how their bodies even worked. They both have eyes covering their bodies, each independent. Minnie looked down at the ball from the demon, the eyes blue against the black fur, though some were looking at Pink. Angel had white fur, the eyes red, and instead of a long tail they had a big halo. Their wings were small, definitely too small to fly with. Despite being two different species, they both looked alike, almost like they evolved from each other, though it wasn't proven. They were quite small, clearly pups, barely as big as a large cat, though they can get as big as medium-sized dogs. "They are so cute! I want to keep them!" Wings says with excitement, though keeping his voice down to not startle them. Pink shakes his head in denial, pointing at their necks. A snug collar laid on them, latent with spikes, though barely notable under their fur. Wings' eyes widen in realization. They were owned and probably lost. 9 crawls up to them, watching the 2 animals as he joins the group. I wonder who they belong to, which city or town. They have to be lost. They bring up, sitting on their knees, their tails curling around them. Furball soon joins, watching them eat. Any ideas? 9 continues gently. They all think for a moment before Wings finally speaks up. There's a city near here. Must be from there. The others nod in agreement as Furball hesitantly takes out his hand for the animals to smell. The demon sniffs him before going back to his food, and the angel ignores him altogether. Not very social, huh? Wayne chuckles as he continues to watch them eat. Hades and Persephone, Furball whispers, his eyes on the names of the callers. The other 3 look at him curiously. Is that their names? Pink questions, Furball nodding. Pretty. Green stands up happily. Let's find their owner, he purrs, his tail wagging against the floor. Pink gets up with a smirk on his face. Of course, he muses, the others soon following. 9 gently picks them up as they start to get ready to leave. They growl at first but quickly get settled, comfortable against his soft blue jacket. The 4 of them get ready to leave, grabbing what they need before locking up the cabin and making their way to the city, making sure they have their disguises. It was still dark out as they left, the sun barely over the horizon. 9 takes out a map of the surrounding area before pointing to the direction of the city, Pharma City. It was known as the famous city where all kinds of fauna stayed, no matter the species and no matter the tier. Even so, it was known to be one of the most dangerous places for lower tiers since high tiers grouped together. Due to that, they made their way.